Jesus.
What number is
Hey,
that? 20, 25.
Yeah.
my theme song. You gonna show out. Put the mic up a little bit closer, bro. Put the mic in your mouth. Keith, we be cutting up.
I see.
I need microphone. I need to share this.
I'm trying to find it on here. Let me see it on there.
What's your phone? I hope this got a charge on it. Yeah, dead. I do it when that go off. Share it to my other pages.
Hey, I have a friend of mine today who told me he was going to do a theme song for me.
I got a partner that made that right there for me.
Yeah,
He charged me nothing.
yeah,
$1. He trying to
yeah,
get out.
yeah,
He trying to get out.
yeah.
Well, let me go and send it to my page. The music went off. We gonna send it. There we go. Nice. You see Keith?
Oh yeah.
And you see yourself? Okay, let's do that. Share. Cause you gotta cut the
What that refresher is.
volume down. Huh? That's my water. You know,
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's my water.
That's some dirty water.
Yeah, you.
See, he had his food.
There y'all go.
Had his food.
Boy, that's funny.
See, she
That is.
got jokes.
Sam, we're already on, and you already have 3 people on.
Yeah, that's right. I'm ready. Hey everybody. I
not ready.
got Miss Nicole and the lovely Keisha Sharp joining me tonight. And we just want to talk about the elephant in the room, basically. Dirty dancing. Keisha, would you say dirty dancing? Miss Nicole, would you say dirty dancing?
Miss Nicole. Hey, Miss Nicole.
Hi, Keisha. How are you?
I'm good. Good.
We're talking about this dirty dancing though.
Yeah. Yeah. What you do?
Usher and Chris Brown has Birmingham in an uproar because
Yes.
a couple of ladies decided to toot it up, flip it, rub it down. Oh no! The girl's trying to do me.
Well, they did.
They did it, didn't it?
Yeah, they did it.
Let's talk about that.
Well,
What you think about it?
Yeah, Nicole, what you think about it? Did you think that was like their once in a lifetime opportunity?
He's so messy. Actually, I see it from 2 different perspectives. From a single woman point of view, yes, it should have been like all in fun.
Mm-hmm.
Something, a celebrity that they saw, somebody that you love, music.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was nice for him, but at the same time, it did get provocative. But hey, that's what Chris Brown and Usher, that's what they do. They've done it plenty states, plenty shows.
Mm-hmm.
And then I see it from another perspective. If you're in a relationship or marriage or whatnot, I think it was inappropriate. Yeah, to, their other significant other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to the man. So
But
y'all heard.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, Nicole.
No, go ahead.
I have heard women, a lot of women say, well, it's our once in a lifetime shot. And so, and if the roles were reversed, I wouldn't have any problem with it because he's coming home with me. So that so let me ask you. This may be putting you on the spot. So you're saying if they're single, you think it would be okay, but if they were in a relationship, it could be a problem. Is what I heard you say, right?
Right, right. It could
Yeah.
be a problem depending on the relationship status and how your significant other see it. Like
Yeah.
you said, you got some women and then you got some men that's like, hey, it is a lifetime opportunity,
Oh,
a one-time thing. You're not like going off with the person or anything. So hey, it's all in fun. We
Mhm.
going home together afterwards. You
Mhm.
know,
Mhm.
something we can laugh, talk about. And here you got some, as you know, we've been seeing all over the internet. The young man when he wrote the message to the girl and said a lot of foul things to her.
That is that was that true? Because sometimes I have to think twice and three times, and y'all, I'm just sharing out the
no,
broadcast.
I pulled up the post.
Right.
So
I'm gonna read y'all the post.
read it to me.
This after
Read
the
it to us.
lady got on the stage with Chris Brown in the handcuffs.
Which night? First night or second night?
Second night.
Okay.
Okay.
The white
He
tee.
says, "BITCH, you ain't skit. You ain't nothing but a dirty rag. HOEFUC. You and everything you stand for. On Jesus, you can't say another word to me. Itch, you can't even breathe the same air as me. HO, you ain't nothing. Clout chasing, penis, oh my God, I can't even cut these words down. Penis sucking, fan out, AZZHOFUCK, you and Chris Brown. Now that's a boyfriend.
Yeah.
It's a boyfriend. Now, this the point. I mean, I look at the comments and I see women. The first comment, I think she did a good job and deserves to relax all day today. The second one, let it slide, please, and thank you. Third one, let it slide. Damn, she ain't did nothing. What he mad for, playing delusional like they do. Insecurities at his finest. When she gonna ever see him again? Shaking my motherfucking boy. Laughing. Makes me sick. This women shit crazy cause my, I guess, baby daddy, he gonna be mad at me, get the fuck out of here. Then NIGGJ would have been my immediate response. Now, that's a once in a lifetime chance. She ain't gonna see that man again. But damn, black women. Over there. I mean, I'm trying to see who raised these women. Do they have morals? Do they have values? Are they respectable? What are we messing with these days, fellas? If that's what they thinking.
So Stan, help us understand how guys feel about that, because there are some of the women who are just like, man, she didn't do anything, man, that was okay, but from a guy perspective, what are you seeing that as you see that as disrespectful, huh?
This what I tell any woman I date, married or whatever. I'm not gonna go out and do anything to embarrass you. Point blank, bottom line.
Yeah.
She did what she did. But not this dude. Her butt all over social media. Grinding and all of this on somebody that she ain't get $1 from. She just got views. He going to the next city. He gonna do the same woman, another woman the same way tonight. It's Friday. Yep. Saturday, he gonna do another one the same exact way.
Yep.
Baby, you ain't even special. Yeah. You just was a prop in a concert. Especially with Usher. Usher been doing this 3-4 years now.
Yeah.
Destroying relationships and happy homes. But this is okay in some women's standards. Bullshit. If you're willing to wreck your home
Yeah.
for a dance to get grind on,
Yeah.
that show your man who you really are.
Yeah.
I mean, what you think about it, Keisha?
I'm gonna just come straight up with you, Stan. I'm gonna come straight. I'm gonna land the plane. Clout chasing for a few likes, clout chasing to be able to post the picture, because as you were reading that, I remembered I did see this morning. I did see her on her social media posts where the guy went off on her and talked about her, and I remembered reading that this morning. You know, you go through social media
Right.
stuff so quick, you're just like, oh, okay, yeah, I did read that, and she's like laughing about it. You know, they featured her on Only in Birmingham.
Birmingham, yeah.
Yes.
So, you know, where he threw the stuff out and all that kind of stuff. And my concern is this. I called in, Chris was not there on the think
Today?
tank today.
Right.
And I called in and talked to Homie, and I said, Homie, I said, at what point are we going to stop? We can say this is entertainment, but for that guy to get on social media and to make sure that he embarrassed her, I imagine the hurt that he must have felt, the disrespect that he must have felt, to make sure he got on there to diss her. And me, straight up, you know, I asked Homie, I don't want, you don't want to speak anything into existence. I'm not speaking anything into existence, but I think you're putting people at real risk for not just a breakup, but something worse.
Right.
Because when
Right.
people feel humiliated, they will go to the level of humiliating you. There is a case of a lady who is not black. She's a Caucasian lady who went on social media and told social media, and she apparently is an influencer, but she told them about her pedophile husband. He was found dealing with a student, and giving her money, trying to cover up the relationship. He was a coach, so he had a lot of access. She went on and to millions of views. I'm doing whatever, and there is this. I don't know if you've heard of it, Stan, but this Netflix style interview where people come
Yeah.
and sit in front of the camera. She sat in front of the camera and said, celebrating the day when I'm free from my pedo husband who was found cheating with a student. Do you know that man went over to her house? Her husband, they were in the middle of a divorce. She had already gotten a restraining order against him, which means he had the potential to be violent.
Right.
Do you know he went ahead and acted on that?
Yeah.
And he unalived her.
Mm.
I don't know if she had changed the locks, but he unalived her, broke into that house, shot not only her, and then finished the job with himself and left their child. So you got 500,000 views, you got 1 million views,
Mm.
and I'm not shaming the victim. I'm not accusing her. What I'm saying is I use things like that as a cautionary tale. When people feel desperate, when people feel disrespected, we don't always know the level to which they are willing to go to feel redeemed. That's why you will hear me say, you're not going to hear me get on here and bash my ex, because
Right.
you don't know what state of mind people are in
Right.
these days for some likes. And like I said, I feel, we're talking about the women, but I keep thinking about this thing. The disrespect that Usher and Chris Brown are fostering, it's
Right.
it's kind of heavy to me that you. And I was thinking, I said, Lord, why aren't the men going at, the men, would anybody have in their mind they're going to try to go after them for doing that? Because why would you go grab a man's woman?
That's
And
what I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
what did you say, Nicole?
I said that's the same thing I was saying earlier, as
Mm-hmm.
far as a certain respect coming from the entertainers as well.
Mm-hmm.
Of
Mm-hmm.
choosing certain women. It's like they trying to feed into that trend, or it's like it gets them off to see a man be upset about them gyrating all of that over their women's or wives. You know, it should be a different pick from the beginning.
Have we ever thought about this? How many lives did this touch?
Yes.
You got the boyfriend / husband.
Yes.
You got maybe the kids.
Yes.
You got the parents.
Yes.
You affecting a lot of lives for a moment of fame. You didn't get paid. You didn't get paid.
You didn't get
got
paid.
grind on in public.
Yeah.
And one special.
You've been free. You been dry. You've been dry humped.
Yes.
All in public.
Yes.
Your kids start school in 2 weeks, in a week and a half, 2 weeks. Now
Yes.
them kids gonna see this, and now your kids at school had to deal with this. Your boyfriend husband
laying on the bed in front of thousands of
In front of us, in front of
thousands.
in front of the
Now,
world.
millions now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
millions.
In front of the world, the
Right.
entire
In front of the
globe.
world.
That's your you know, I mean, let me, you know, I've never been one. I'm straight no chaser, and I've been a little soft with it. I'm not gonna cut. I'm not even gonna talk about the ladies. My ex-husband told me this. He said, you know, a man ain't gonna run up on a man because he doesn't know what he's gonna get. He made this statement. You know, if it's anything that ever goes down with you, now we ain't gonna talk about whether or not he was faithful or not, but if there's anything that ever goes down with you, I'm not looking at the man because he's just being a man.
Right.
Oh, I'm gonna look at you for what you.
Right.
So that's kind of like the code sometimes, Nicole and Stan, that I think we deal with, that a man will kind of move the man out of the way and he'll look at that woman. So I don't
Well, the
know.
man didn't make the woman do it.
Right. That's why we have to look at ourselves then, or make that better.
Well,
better
let's go a little deeper. No, he didn't make her do it. But here's the deal. The fact that you feel comfortable enough to even because look at Chris Brown, and I still don't think he's right. Now you all can do what you want to do with this, but I think Chris Brown has been messed up since Rihanna. I don't think Chris Brown has ever gotten over her. I think everybody's just a filler. Do you, Nicole?
Nope. I was thinking the same thing earlier.
He's never gotten over anybody. And I'm gonna tell you who else. And the thing is, when we see these entertainers, they're acting out their trauma, because I'm gonna tell you, real go old school on you. So to say this, I don't give Usher and Chris Brown a pass either, because you're a man, and while you're dry humping ladies on stage, could they handle a man dry humping their lady and reaping to them? Let me go a little bit deeper. Both of them have daughters. So what gonna show your daughter coming up 9, 10, 15 years that this is what daddy did, and he did it to my mother, and mama's sitting at home and mama's taking it. So we're in the age of anything goes, because as a woman, I'm gonna have a conversation with you and say, now look, I know that this is entertainment, but look, but her thing is, the way I see with Usher's wife, I don't care what you do. As long as you bringing home that check, baby. She has the contract, she has everything, and she doesn't care. And that's kind of cheap and heavy to me, because there's no way, y'all, that we can think that we're gonna do this stuff and it doesn't have some ramifications. Y'all are the top 2 Black entertainers in the world, and I hate to say this. It doesn't bid well when you're at the top like that. You're going to cross somebody. You're going to do something wrong to somebody, and you're walking around thinking that you're untouchable because you are whoever you are. That's not the case. Can I give you an example? I'm going to say 2 words, and y'all going to totally feel me. R. Kelly.
Exactly. See,
R. Kelly never got over Aaliyah. R. Kelly never got over. Go back and research when they started doing these stories on investigating him. I said, "Oh Lord, he had beat all these charges in the past." But the temptation for our stars is arrogance. It's arrogance. Oh man, I'm good, and I'm gonna give you another one. Give you another 2 words. Michael Jackson.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna hit you with another 2 words. Bill Cosby.
Right.
Is
That's
anybody see anything familiar? We can get so famous and we just living out that deal. And you know, like you saying, at what point are we going? What's going to be next if we're okay in this black women to do this? Okay? Yeah, they can say that I'm grown. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
right.
But to me, it's a matter of respect. I don't want you doing that to me on stage, number one, and then what is that for your wife and your daughters to see? And you walking around like you the man because I can take your man. That's kind of a dangerous and arrogant place to be.
Right.
And it doesn't. R. Kelly was doing the same thing, y'all. R. Kelly was going and taking kids. Girls were running away until the parents got sick and tired. The parents got sick and tired, and they put legal action on him. And they came after Robert Kelly. Robert Kelly it makes no sense that Robert Kelly can't enjoy the fruit of his labor at this point, man, because of some tale, but R. Kelly never got over Aaliyah. That hurt turned into perversion, y'all. I think Chris Brown dealing with that same spirit. I really do. I really do. You doing all that, and I'm gonna tell you
Yeah.
something. They doing all that. He probably ain't hitting on nothing
Yes.
personally. He can do a little something, but you ain't hitting on nothing like that consistently. I hate to say that, but you just not. And I don't even want to see you 20 years from now. Go enjoy yourself and have
You
respect for
think do you think he's lonely?
He's heartbroken over
He's
Rihanna.
lonely.
Yeah.
He might have a different chick every night.
Yep.
Because they go to
Still
different cities.
lonely.
But
No
you're still
fulfillment.
lonely.
No fulfill. I think it was the great trap of entertainers. I think about the Temptations on the road, women all the time, and those guys just lost their lives like that. Chris is so mega talented,
Right.
and I will say that he's blessed because when he got into that fight with Rihanna didn't press charges. People ran in and protected him. But my heart kind of goes out a little bit because I see a young guy who is on top of the world. He is a nice guy. He takes pictures and you know what I'm saying? Like I saw them. Usher is a nice guy. You know, they come around, but they don't have OGs around them saying, "Hey, man, this gonna get old one day. Your family is where it's at." They don't have those OGs around them. You have greedy people. Some of them look like them, some of them don't. And those people may not be telling them, man, listen, it's gonna get old one day. I mean, Usher's married, but I mean, what kind of marriage is that? With you're comfortable. If my husband's gonna tell me that, but you stay home and you gonna never have to worry about anything. I don't know about that. I don't know. Maybe I'll reconsider when I meet a million.
And then he got herpes.
And then there's that.
And then he got herpes.
So what do you
know what simplex he got? But
It don't even matter at that point.
I mean, you know.
So what do you think the wife is thinking, Stan? Because the wife knows all of this and followed all the headlines, and
the wife benefiting because she got the funds,
and that's all she cares
it's
about.
going straight to the bank account.
Yep. Everything goes to her. She's the wife.
Now
with the kids.
But we in a little bit old Birmingham, right at a little bit under 200,000 people in here, and we got 4 mega stars from grinding in our city. 4. 2 the first night.
Yeah, they trying to
To the
use
second
that
night.
platform too. Yeah,
What do you think happens to them though, Stan, after that? I've seen some guys say, well, nah, she can't touch me. Do you think some guys are gonna deal with them? Some of them said, don't ever approach me again.
Well, they know they got a free. They gonna hit. They gonna hit.
But relationship.
It ain't a. Well, I'm gonna say this. Somebody like me, I stay away with a 10-foot pole. But you got some that feel different.
Okay.
Everybody don't feel the same way.
I got you.
I ain't finna. Like I said before, when I deal with a woman, I'm not gonna do nothing to embarrass you in public.
Yeah.
When we get back home, I might cuss your ass out.
Yeah.
I might do all of everything, but in public like that, because like I said, that's gonna go past you to your children if you got them.
That's right.
Your parents.
That's right.
Everybody.
Everybody.
It's gonna go to your job.
Yep.
if you,
It follows you.
it's gonna follow you, and it's on the internet. It's gonna be there forever.
And some
Forever.
of these younger people don't even think like that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, they don't even think as far.
Mm-mm. Because everything is about this. It's about this social, Facebook, social media.
Views, clicks, and
I was
likes.
just about to say that. Social media, this trending stuff, you got their heads gone. I mean, everybody in their own little world. They don't think about the morals, class,
Standards.
Standards, none of that. So it's like you said, anything goes.
Keith.
Almost with some of these people.
Keith,
Yes.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
You are a part of Only in Birmingham.
Oh no, I'm not. They don't look. I'm too boring.
Hey, Joanne.
I'm too boring to be a part of Only in Birmingham. I haven't done anything extreme, Lord Jesus.
But
you know, everybody on your case because they still trying to find out who's behind that Only in Birmingham.
But is social media the beginning of the ending of us? Because a lot of us gonna do something on social media that's caught that we will never live down. Never live down.
I think I'll go back. I think it. I was telling homie this today on the show. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
I think it goes before that. The fact that one of my friends said it best today, Xavier West, I believe is his last name. He said the fact that it's where our morals stand at this day. The fact that we will get more upset. Some of us will get more upset about not being able to wear a do-rag and a bonnet at Tuskegee, as opposed to being upset about the political race or being upset about what we're seeing happen with Nolan Wells and other young African men. The fact that we don't care enough to get out and vote, it's really telling. And I think that at the end of the day, it's not a think, it's a no. Right. This will be the thing that catapults us into, like you said, end times. The fact that we, for whatever reason, are obsessed with validation. We're obsessed with needing to be seen. We're obsessed with, but we don't care about anything that makes a difference. We don't care about that. We don't care about politics. As much as we talk about what I have determined, we can talk to we're blue in the face.
Right.
People in Birmingham have just determined I'm not going to vote. The people in Montgomery, in these majority Democratic cities. So here's what I have resolved. God's going to have to allow some things to allow us to be shaken.
We're going to have to be shaken up.
Yeah.
We're going to have to.
We're going to have to be.
My vote don't count. I ain't voting. I don't like who running. So what? Vote for the other person if you don't like who running. Your vote counts whether you go left or right. Just vote.
Listen, I have determined not going to keep on beating that horse because it's useless. Because one thing I remember when the Lord spoke to Israel, I think this was to Israel, Old Testament. Bible scholars can correct me if I'm wrong, but he talked about you being a stiff-necked people.
Yes.
And
amen.
To be stiff-necked means I don't care what you say, and that's what I see in where we are now. I don't care what you say, even if you do say vote. I'm not going to do. There was a decorum and there was a pride that we had back in the day. I watched, and it was foretelling. All of this is a foreshadowing. I watched how they did the elders when they went down and they were trying to get rid of in Montgomery, trying to get rid of the majority Black voting districts. The elders were the ones who were in the chambers, and they mishandled them. They were crying. Right. The elders were crying, and it flooded out at the State House, right? Because
I'm talking about a few months ago.
Months ago. Yeah.
When they had D. Reed messed up down there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
They did. That was wrong.
Well, I'm just saying, I saw the elders crying, and it wasn't a the elder black people, and it wasn't a hopeful cry. It was a the fact that they're the ones who had to be in the chambers, and they had to be the ones doing this. They're tired. They've fought and paved
Right.
the way. They got to stand up and do this again. That we can't see that we're headed for something that's not good. So the thing,
Bloodshed, being spit
yeah,
on,
yeah,
being beat by police,
yeah, yeah,
dogs sicked on them.
yeah,
You know, and often it's like at this point in time, it was all for nothing.
yeah.
I mean, you know, it's just, Keisha, are we a lost people?
So no, because God has mercy,
Okay,
but we certainly are a distracted people.
okay,
I never thought I could see or envision what the Bible said is the end of the world. You know, the preacher talks about it and tells, oh, this is what's going to happen in the last days, and the Bible tells you what's going to happen. The love of many shall wax cold. And to look around and to see some of the things that are happening, to look around and to see massive data centers, to look around and to see that we're more intrigued by our phones and would rather play on our phones and talk to one another. To see that we would rather, instead of going to get an education, we would rather, we're going to do whatever we can to showcase our bodies, the OnlyFans and the Instagrams, to see that we have no comment about what happens with injustice. We have no concern what's happening at the national level. We have zero concern. And the fact that this,
Nolan should be blowing our whole life up.
because it's not just about his case, it's some
The
things.
way it's handled.
Well, yeah, and some things are
Well,
open.
hold up, Casey. Wait a minute.
Hmm.
Today they came back with a finding, but they still ain't let us know.
Exactly. I did a video on it. That's why I did the video.
Okay.
Yeah, I did a video today and talked about the fact that it's, there's movement. I'm paraphrasing what I said, but
Right.
we still feel like it was July 4th, and have we really moved forward in it? Because they came back with the findings, I believe, of the original autopsy, and I think they just sent it over to a grand jury. In other words,
Right.
saying, I'm not going to show you anything because we don't have to. And we're making this noise, but not enough people are still making the noise because we have
Right.
ones of us who
We're
are,
talking about Mississippi. It took them 31 years to convict somebody for killing Emmett Till. We got a little boy that was shot in Mississippi about a month and a half ago. An infant. And the police shot the boy. And nothing ever happened. We ain't heard nothing about that case. But it's news. Right there in Mississippi.
You know what kind of state Mississippi is?
Hey, Mississippi ain't no different than Georgia, Alabama.
Southern state.
These southern states.
Or they were one of the last ones to, end that slavery and everything else.
I ain't gonna say slavery. I'm just gonna say Jim Crow.
Yeah, I'll put it like that.
Well, Jim Crow. Voting rights act.
Yeah, voting rights,
all that, but
so it's
I don't,
some unfairness.
I don't know at what trajectory our people are going. People our age are trying to set examples, but the people, I'm gonna say 35 and younger, got a different agenda than what we have. And I don't know why, because we can't do it without our people. And we've already been overcome by the Latino nation as far as voting. Hell, it's more Latinos in the United States now than black people. Legally. We falling by the wayside. We falling. And these are just major statistics. The Latino, go to Texas. Everything in Texas Latino. Go to Houston. Oh my God. And we falling father down the totem pole. What are our standards and morals at? I'm just so confused because everybody's not going to be educated. I don't care if you're black, white, green, blue, or yellow. Everybody, 100% is not going to be educated. But, Keith, I'm going to say this. My generation dropped the ball hard. My generation, my children, and everything that came behind them, dropped the ball hard. We were so concerned about giving them things that we didn't have to make their life easier that we made it too damn easy. We made it too damn easy. Now, we're looking at it like, shh. I don't know, Keith. I don't know.
I hear so much. Go ahead, Stan. No. Go ahead.
If the black race don't wake up, we gonna be in a whole situation. You reference the Bible, Sodom and Gomorrah. See, and a lot of folks when they mention Sodom and Gomorrah, they wanna automatically go to gays. But God burnt the whole thing down. It wasn't just them. Everybody.
Yep.
But the Bible thumpers, they want to focus on the gays. So what? They were there too. Yeah. Everybody was there.
Immorality is what you're saying.
Right.
It wasn't
Right, immorality.
It's being in direct opposition to God and his principles. Then that and what I'm hearing you say is taking that principle out of that. And we have to look at today how in some instances we live in an immoral society, because at the end of the day we can all have our opinion, right?
Right.
But when we ask the Lord, if we claim that we know God the way we do, God, we were talking about the concert and everything. God,
Right.
what's your thought process on that? God, is that becoming for a lady to go up and to gyrate and just have a good time? And is that common? The Bible is so strict. The Bible says
They
to
got
not.
rules.
The Bible says you don't even, let me tell you how serious the Bible is. The Bible don't play, but people got all kind of little stuff. Bible says you don't even look at a married person you don't even look at a person to lust after them. If we really want to, but see, we pick and choose. And you're right, Stan. The ball was dropped,
They
and
dropped it.
I don't have any children. So that's maybe why I'm so vocal about being the community auntie, because that can be my contribution. But this is what I see. I see people who, in my generation, maybe just under me, people who say they don't feel well, people who are really hurt that our community has fallen by the wayside in some things that should just be automatic. We and parents, it's not all bad, because as a parent you want your child to do better, you want your child to have more. So the motivation behind helping your children wasn't to try to make you soft. It was to try to help you and give you a leg up. But but again, at what point did things really change there? And I think some of it too is just this idea that our history is not shared. Because as much as we can get on the Nolan Wells case about Nolan being involved with members of another community, let's not go that far. Let's not go there.
We got to take care of our own community.
Let's look.
We branch out.
Yes, and there's some of us you don't put your children around. I know intricately about that.
Yes.
Every one of us knows about that. We got folk who are in our own, because as what they say, all kinfolk. Kinfolk. So it don't matter. But huh?
I hate to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
Since everything got integrated, since everything was integrated, what are the biggest difference that you can see? And I'm gonna tell you what my biggest difference is. We can go to a party, restaurants, and school with white folks. I don't see nothing different. I don't see nothing different.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
eat in the same restaurant. We go to school with them. Here, Mountain Brook High School, 1986. Still had a black and white water fountain the year I graduated high school. 86. Mountain Brook High School. Do your research, Keisha. Put it up. Put it up, Keisha. Put it up. Mountain Brook still had black and white only water fountains in the high school in 1986. Have we really came anywhere besides school? And they want us in that school for the athletics.
Well, most often that is what it is.
That's what it is.
Period. Yeah. Point blank. Period.
So, where have we gained anything since the 60s? Civil rights era, since Martin Luther King was killed. We marching. We protesting. What protest have you seen that yield black results? For real, for real. I can't name one. George Floyd, I'm going to say that. But the world saw that and they had no other choice. They put their knee in his neck and suffocated him. What other, I don't know, Keisha. We fighting a battle and we can't come together. Trayvon Martin. That was even a black kid with Skittles being shot on the stand your ground law. He ain't had no gun. He had damn Skittles in his feet. And now Zimmerman is paying for it. He's down, broke, homeless, and a bum.
Oh, yeah?
You see? Yeah.
I haven't seen that update.
Yeah, it's an update on that. Yeah. This was last week before last. Yeah, he ain't got no house. I'm just saying, what strides have we made? I'm not getting it. All that standing and going protesting like the kid in Homewood. It's over. He's dead. He's in the ground. But we still got energy to go protest that. We saw a video come out about it, but it was so grainy that you don't know what happened. And I hate it for Jabari. But you never saw the white girl that he was with. You never saw it, Keisha. Why? She took off running into the wood. Well, when they say the woods, they took off running. They caught her. They brought her back. Why we never see her face? She wasn't a minor, so she should have been seen. She should have been seen. That's why I got a problem with the activists in our city and in Wales. I got problems with them. I don't see nothing the activists are doing that's going to equate to us having a better life. I don't. Will I support them? Hell yes. I will support them because we need somebody, voice out there, to speak up for the ones that can't speak up for themselves. But I don't see a plus in it. Mama TikTok, Eric Hall, Aura Banks, Ainsley Barber. My hats go off to them because they doing what nobody else will do. They speaking up for black people. But what are the results we getting? All of them are losing cases. All of them. regardless on how much they want to, say and do this, the courts ain't listening to them. The law ain't listening to them. And each one of these people that I just named got their own podcast and they got their own followers that amen and this, that, and the third, but ain't shit getting done.
So you know what that says to me?
What's that?
What is the word that they say? The people. Let me tell you something. It's always been this way. The people are going to have to.
Hold your thought. I need to go answer my door. Hold on. Somebody at my door. Hold on.
Okay. You and tell him his highest
You can shut
viewership.
everything down.
Did I shut down?
No, it didn't. You're at your highest
No,
viewership, and you tell whoever's at your door that they need to leave quickly. Oh,
She
sorry.
can't hear you.
I know she can't hear us.
She can hear you now.
Can you hear us, Keisha?
Yeah, I hear y'all.
Okay.
I was
So
saying,
I can't hear her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I hear y'all.
Can you hear now?
Yes, I hear
Can
you.
you hear?
We can't hear her.
You can't?
No, I can't hear her. I think she can hear us though.
Now see, ask me
She
here.
can. Keisha,
Yes.
we still can't hear her.
Oh, the power going off.
What you did?
No, I can hear both of you all, but y'all just can't hear me.
How about now?
Oh, we still can't hear anything.
Oh, wow.
You can hear us, Keisha?
Mhm.
Okay, we can't hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear?
No, I can't hear her.
Take me out of the show and put me back
Oh,
in.
headset right here.
Okay.
That's you. How about now?
Hello.
No,
Hello,
we can't
hello.
hear you.
Y'all hang with us if you're able to hear us at home. We're having a little bit of technical difficulty
Hold on,
tonight.
Keisha. He's doing something. I don't
We're
know.
we're trying to get back and let Stan get back on his post. If you all are able to hear, let me see what's going on here. If you all are able to hear. We're trying to let yes, you all can hear me.
For one brief moment, everyone. Sorry, Keisha.
No worries. No worries. So yeah, you all hear me clearly, but what has happened is we're having a little bit of technical difficulty. Stan is trying to reset the audio where they can hear me, but I know that you all are able to still hear, and we're just on tonight talking post Chris Brown. Stan and Nicole, can you all hear me? Can you hear me yet? So they cannot hear me
Can you hear
just,
anything?
No,
but,
I can't hear
but we are
Okay,
having.
I'm trying to see what I don't have hooked up.
There's something pop from this side.
They cannot hear me. So they're working on some technical difficulties. Thank you so much,
That's me
everybody.
right there.
And I see S Dub. We have a see me mindset and not a teach me mindset. S Dub, that's so
Mike too.
we overcame and then stopped cooling.
Say something.
I'm seeing some of your
Okay,
comments
okay.
today. He's homeless with mental issues. Oh, Joanne is talking about George Floyd. Absolutely. What else do you all say? Hello, one. I know there was one to Kurt going. I knew you
What
was
this is right
first.
here. This goes to
Y'all, they hear both
That's
sides. S Dub,
that's for the computer.
they can't hear me,
This.
but you all hear both sides. So when do you rest? S Dub, let me tell you, I told him that I got up early and I have no clue how I got on this evening.
My computer.
And I let him know, I said, I'm gonna be tired, but I'll get on with you. So he just
That's
got
it.
some favor with me, S Dub,
Well,
for me to get on tonight. He got favor.
That's what that is.
Really, I should be watching a movie right about now.
See, you can hear now. That's what you hear now.
She's talking, I can't hear.
Huh?
Hello.
You can hear you?
Testing.
Oh, listen.
we were having such a good conversation, y'all. We were talking about the community. We were talking post Chris Brown and Usher concert. I
Listen,
mean,
they
having
hear both of us though. We
conversation.
just can't hear.
Yeah, and everybody hears everything that's going on.
Hear.
Let me see. Let me see.
Sorry.
You'll go back and listen to the stand, and you'll see everybody can hear you. We just can't hear each
Yeah.
other.
Can you hear me? Mic check.
You all,
No.
let me tell you, you all may need to remove me. He's homeless with mental issues. Yes, George Floyd is home. What is Zimmerman? George Zimmerman is homeless with mental issues. Because here's what I believe. I don't know. I don't. You know, you may believe
What?
something different, but I believe that the wheels of justice are sure.
Right here.
They're
That's
not
it.
swift, but they are sure.
My headset.
Always comes.
Keep unplugging.
Thank you for hanging with us, y'all, while we work on our issues, our technical.
Okay, I hear Keisha now.
You hear me?
Okay.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay,
One.
now let me see your headset.
One, he tripped over something, and it just
That's
caused
your
her.
headset. Yes, it is. You still got hear Keisha?
Yeah, everybody could hear you too. You all did not lose any traction. You all just couldn't hear me. But everybody, you all sound perfectly great to everybody.
Damn, she can't hear you. Can you hear now?
Can you hear me?
I hear you, Keisha.
Okay.
Let me see, what is this to?
LOL, it's Stan's fault. One.
It show here one. I don't know what just happened.
Hey Stan, why don't you try this? Because I had this happen one time to me before. You can
It's all
remove
Stan fault one.
me. Try to
Mic check.
try to
Do a mic
remove.
check.
Mic check.
I can't hear you in there.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey Stan,
Huh?
Y'all
remove
go
me
ahead.
from the show and bring me back in the show again.
And now it's in this board.
Okay.
Okay, this right here is you. That's your headset.
This the volume up. Let's see, I can hear it. Plug it down.
Can't hear anything now.
I hope you ain't too much.
You can't.
No.
S-Dub, what you say? We need some new tactics for sure. Because the tactics have
Yeah.
tactics have
You hear
changed.
now?
You hear me now? Okay.
Yeah.
And S-Dub,
Say
Mike
something.
Can you hear me?
Say something in the mic.
Hello?
Okay, hear you in the mic.
okay.
Okay, where your mic at? Let me see.
But Stan, we hear her, Stan. She
Yeah.
sounds fine on the thing on the broadcast.
Now say something.
Yeah, they can hear me.
Now I got you.
We hear you.
Yeah, I hear you in the studio now.
Yeah.
Okay, we good.
Okay. Good deal.
Yeah, we got to get us to do this here.
Joanne said that you're hyper. But S-Dub said something about what we were talking about, Stanley. He said we need some new tactics because the tactics have changed to our old ones, but modified because they're the tactics. The tactics need to change.
As far as what is the
According to the
When we're
as far as
talking
what is the
when we're talking about, you were saying you don't see change. You were talking about, I think that's what he's saying. You remember when
as
you
far
saying
as
you don't
the
see any change?
protesting and stuff like that.
Yeah, with our activists and things like that.
Mhm.
And let me tell you something. The thing that worked in the Bible, it talks about these people. They were building a tower to heaven. Those people were on one accord. They had one language. One. God had himself to interrupt those people because they were on one accord to build that tower to heaven. He had to stop them because when you are on one accord, there's nothing that can be restrained from you. That's in the word of God. Where two or three are gathered in my name, I'm in the midst. And I'm
Climbing the stairway to heaven.
yes. He had to
By step.
he had to break up their language because they were getting ready to build that stairway. Okay. So in order to cause that to not happen, and in order to ruin their plans, he had to listen to me, interrupt their language. He had to get them separated. That's all we're seeing today.
Right.
We cannot look outside of ourselves. We cannot look outside of our community. We should not have gotten out of civil rights, but we understood the power of being together.
Together.
Oh,
Right.
everybody wasn't with us. Everybody wasn't together. We understood the power, the Tower of Babylon. That's it, Esther. We understood the power of being together. The problem today is when we can look at a Trayvon Martin, when we can look at a George Floyd, when we can look at a Nolan Xavier Wells, and
Wells.
and
Yeah.
some of us say, well, we don't know that didn't happen. It was his fault because he. See, people study us, and we are the all this. I talked about this today. Social programming, getting on this social media, doing all kind of stuff. It's social programming. Would turn on any TV. What's the last homemade show that you see for African Americans that's positive, that puts you in a family sort of way?
The
You see
Cosby
all,
Show
thank you. And and that was when we were growing
in
up.
the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Over 30 years ago.
Yeah.
All
In the
the
80s.
King's Men, the family business, the housewives, baby boy, boys in the hood. What was the one that Denzel said? King Kong ain't got
Got
nothing.
nothing
Train
on me.
Training day.
day.
The training day. Talking to Mike. I can hear you.
Yep, training day. No, that might not work.
It worked.
I don't. That's all I have to say about that. And as much as we want to say we should, oh, that's just, somebody said to me today, and I love them to the hill, to the sky. They said, oh, that's just entertainment. That's the
It's life.
Yep.
that. Thank you. That's the deception. Oh, it's just entertainment. How we'll run that play. There are people who are very smart and smart enough to understand. Just entertain them, make them happy, and keep on entertaining them and keep on distracting them. And after a while, ain't nothing we have to do. They'll do it
They're
themselves.
bought in.
Yep.
We get them bought in, and they'll destroy themselves. The rappers told us negative spirits, Joanna Brown. The rappers told us back in the day, said we were headed for self-destruction. We didn't pay.
Oh, you said something then.
They did. They told us back then. What are we? Marvin Gaye. Chris talked about this about a month and a half. Marvin Gaye said talked about what's going on.
What's going on?
And we have become, some of us, based on our history, we've gotten so close. You said you haven't seen a change. Well, the change is this. The change is that we've gotten more money than we've ever had. The
That's
only
it.
problem is when you get the money, if you don't have the internal fortitude and you don't have the internal compass,
Let's say intestinal.
Intestinal.
Let's say intestinal.
Intestinal
Not
sounds a
internal.
little
Intestinal that comes from deep
Yeah.
inside.
it sounds a little crappy. A different world changed the mindset of college for our community.
Yes, it did. Yes.
Had to help me because I watched it, but I don't think I paid as much attention. How did it change the mindset for us? A different world.
Now, when I was in school, that was a must watch.
Yeah.
A different world,
Yeah.
because we were at HBCUs.
Yeah.
And we were seeing the same things on our campuses that was going on their campus.
Yeah.
Light skin versus dog.
Mm.
Well, let's just take it back to what that Spike Lee movie was.
Ooh, I'm looking at it.
School Days.
Thank
School Days.
Yeah. Thank you.
That hit, aka light skin, aka versus Delta.
Mhm.
Boy, that was prevalent when I was in school.
Mhm.
It was very prevalent.
Mhm. Enrollment went up in huge numbers. Okay.
I mean, we've had a lot of things to look at over our days. A lot of things. But when we start going to these white universities and these black universities, and going to the white high schools, because we got a little money. Like he said, we make a little money now. We can move over there where they move. God damn it, they moving on out when we move in. They keep going. We keep chasing them. We
Yeah.
want to stay where they live at.
Instead of creating our own.
But let
Have
me
a
ask you, let me
plan,
ask you,
Jane.
let me ask you two this. Would you want to live in an all-black community, all-black city,
I mean,
opposed to?
You know, now that's interesting you asked that because I would have to say, what does that look like?
look like
Right.
right. I was just about
What
to
does
say
that look like?
depends on.
Mm-hmm.
If it
Yeah.
was Birmingham, I believe it'd be a lot of damn crime, killing.
And
You
that,
go
and
to Hoover,
That's the
Best
image
State,
that
Mount Brook.
they've projected on us, so we
It ain't
project it on
projected. We doing
ourselves.
we doing
Yeah,
it
we doing
ourselves.
it. You're right.
We doing it.
Yeah.
But when you can go to Hoover, Hoover probably got 5 homicides in the last 6 years.
they
Mount
got
Brook
some
ain't
stuff
got none.
that we know of.
that, yeah, they got some stuff. They're
They
very
got some stuff
astute.
going on, but it ain't what we got going on. But then
No.
again,
Crime numbers are
these
better.
we talking about
Yeah.
got the number of people we got, so it's proportional.
Well, and then why don't we take an opportunity to go ahead and say that the crime numbers are better and that they certainly have done
Oh
a
my God, it's
job.
a record. It's record this year.
It's a record.
It's
Why don't we?
It's gonna end in the record. What is 20 something?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
27, 26
Mm-hmm.
homicides.
Yeah.
And you always want to be cautious, but I feel like Birmingham takes the heat. But let me go ahead and just say, to the entire police department, let me go ahead and say to Chief Michael Pickett, respectfully, let me go ahead and say to Mayor Randall Woodfin that there is work and that they have done. And again, let me include even the city council because I don't want to overlook anybody because
Right.
LaTanya Tate, when I was covering city council, I forget the part that she worked with, but I think it had to do with public safety. But there was a committee that she
Yeah.
was on that I think was directly related to public safety. So, we want to give a shout out, and give honor where honor is due. I mean, they certainly
Well,
take that.
S-Dub right there on the check. He's a law enforcement agent. I'm not gonna say what branch it is, but
Yeah.
he's a law enforcement agent.
I think I do remember saying that. So shout out to him. He may or may not be on today. So to all of them, we have to say that. But yes, Dan, you asked, have we seen anything? I think we've seen some great things. Every obstacle that we've had and has been presented to us, we have overcome. To be able to have an African American president, we can dissect anything.
Right.
But to be able to have an African American president, Birmingham PD, I mean, listen, I think they're doing a fantastic job. They've got some new people on there, some new breath in there. So
Right.
listen, I'll take it, but the thing is, I think, I'm saying this very carefully. I think people have studied how we relate to one another in the infighting within our community. And for lack of a better word, I believe that we're studied. And people understand, and people can sometimes catch you at your weakest place. And so,
Right.
again, the strength is certainly wasn't in the numbers. So what strength allowed our elders of the civil rights era to overcome that? Was it, what was that? No, that was prayer, and that was the move of God. And
I'm
then
gonna say this.
Mm-hmm.
You're right both times. But I tell you what it really was. We ain't had nobody but each other. We ain't had nobody but each other.
In a nutshell.
In
a nutshell.
At that time, we couldn't go downtown and do this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
We couldn't go over here.
Yeah.
Legion Field, the projects across from Legion Field. It was white.
Yeah.
Southtown, white.
Yeah.
Inslee, the area over by Parker, black. We know them, black.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, that's all we had.
Mm-hmm.
Pratt City over there by J.O., my bad.
Mm-hmm.
Inslee High School was all white.
Mm-hmm.
West End High School was all white. I mean, all white.
Mm.
Joan Valley, where I graduated from, all white.
But what a indictment against us, though, to have integrated these items. I mean, what mindset do we have to not want to care for our own and to not want to take it and excel to the next level? What an indictment against, and I'm part of this community.
Yeah.
What is amiss that we don't understand and respect? And we're in the heart of the civil rights movement. We don't understand there is blood on this on our hands.
Yeah.
People who have shed their blood. There's blood on our hands. So, in essence, I don't care how you claim ignorance. God ain't gonna give us a pass. Because again, you've got people who are sounding the alarm. We've got the internet, and we've got the whole of the encyclopedia in the world's at our hands right here. There's no we can go, oh, well, they don't teach civil rights. They don't teach this. I can guarantee you that every one of our kids has come into some sort of phase to deal with discrimination. Every one of them have been slighted. Every one of them have dealt with a hostility. I can guarantee you that they've done that. But when we don't teach
Our
it,
kids?
Yeah.
yes.
Something at school.
You think your daughters didn't deal with racism?
All right. Let me help you out.
At some point,
Let me help you out. Are you paying attention to some of the things that you see with the teacher? What is it that they call it where it's not outright, but it's, oh Lord, is it quiet rage? Or I'm going to find that terminology. Where
Are you talking about coming from the teachers?
yeah.
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen that. Okay. We would agree together.
But adults deal with it too. Do you think me working in corporate America and holding these positions, I don't talk about it? Do you think we don't see slight?
Girl, you was working at a white news outlet. I know you saw it.
There is a microaggressions.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. The slight comments.
Yeah.
Go in, or you see your kids dealing, you watch and you see the kids dealing with something in the school. Certain kids it's gonna be taken care of. Other kids, it's brushed off.
Right.
Y'all better, parents have gotten busy working. Y'all better pay attention.
Well, that only just circles back around to Nolan Wells.
Huh?
That only circles right back around the Nolan Wells case.
I can guarantee that there were certain things, microaggressions is what they call it. Look it up. Little small things that are said, little small things that are done to show you that you're not liked, but it's so slight and so subtle. And
you don't notice it.
You don't notice it, and not having the wisdom and not having the discernment and not having because children forget things. Children don't register things like adults.
Right.
Children,
and they're so big on trying to fit in anyway with that particular set of people to, like you said, they miss it.
Hey,
they miss it.
Read that. Microaggression.
So subtle comment, behavior, or action that communicates a negative, dismissive, or stereotypical message towards someone based on their identity.
Wow.
Yep.
You can leave right there.
All day, every day.
Wow.
All day, every day.
Yep.
All day, every day.
Yep. This like when you just asked me about, do my daughter, you think she, I'm pretty sure she has, like he should say, but that she may not recognize it, or
she may not recognize it.
Yeah, she may not have recognized it. I'll talk to them, but at the same time, it's something you're gonna have to grow and learn and get that discernment from God.
And I love to be, because of the work that I do, I interface, and I'll just kind of say that. But I will, I'm the chick who will pull a child aside and say, "Hey, I noticed that. Don't let that get to you."
Wow.
I don't play it.
Right.
Hey, I noticed that. Hey, don't let that do so and so. And I don't want to say confront, but I have let some of these professionals know.
The main aggressors.
Yes. Ooh, I saw that. No, I'll handle that. Thank you. I got this. Because because the way you just handled that, you're showing a difference here, whereas
Right.
you did this over here. Same behavior issues,
Stop them
same
in their
student.
tracks.
Yes,
Hey,
some one student have
you
terrible
cooking.
behavior issues. The other student has behavior issues, but you show preferential to this student, and yeah, and I'll let you fill in the blanks as to why, as opposed to this student.
Right.
All day, every day, the child. That's why nobody's blaming, but it is they have our weaknesses have been exposed. The stress that we've been under trying to maintain these jobs, the facade and the pressure we feel trying to provide and be absent, and then not healing our own issues. We can't even see our children because we got our own issues. Man, I'm
Right.
tired. I'm here with all that yelling and fussing and playing. Go sit down somewhere because you're stressed out. So
Right.
you can't understand when your child is acting a little different, or you notice your child is more angry coming home from school. Why? Because it could be somebody who's doing something to them, or displaying these
It's
micro
double cooking. It's double cooking. You see what he's saying?
displaying these microaggressions toward them, and they can't understand why they're frustrated and more agitated and fighting their brother and sister. A microaggression is a brief, everyday common interaction that subtly expresses a bias, prejudice, or insult toward a member of a marginalized group.
Ooh. Hey, this is a pivot right here. This here. Let's shift gears. And let's go to what we talked about earlier. Me, you, and Buck.
Uh-oh.
You did. Hey, you did a little reel on it. Let's jump into that. I'm gonna let you lead that one off. Cause
Man,
I want to see the reaction.
man, listen. All I can say is, man, listen.
And the thing about it is that's something that's hurting the black community.
Man, listen. You talk about that, what are you talking about, the submission?
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you,
that taboo to us?
well, you really want to know what I said earlier today? You want me to talk about it?
Yeah, let's talk about
it. Couple of things. Number one, ignorance. Mm-hmm. Not fully understanding what it means. Right. And I'm not talking about just from a woman perspective. I'm talking about from a man too.
Right.
Ignorance. And so what you have is two spouting heads doing this. No. Bible said it. Bible said you're supposed to do this because Bible said this. And then you got this other side. No, I'm not going to do that. Ain't nobody going to tell me what to do, blah, blah, blah. So we're just doing this right here. It's just what we're doing. And Stan, I'm so tired of it.
Yeah.
Nicole, I'm so tired of it. Because good Lord, because can we sit down? There is help me, Jesus. There is an arrogance and a pride in our community that and I touched on this earlier today with you all, and nobody gonna want to hear it, but you can't disagree with me because you unless you have facts and figures to prove it. There's a feeling of insignificance. So I have felt insignificant. And as a result of feeling insignificant from a corporate community perspective, relational perspective, I wasn't listened to as a child. My parents told me to shut up and go sit down in a corner and don't say anything to me, or just ignored me. So I'm an adult now, and I have internally vowed, and nobody ever gonna tell me to shut up again. Nobody ever's gonna minimize me again. Nobody's ever gonna steal my shine again. My parent ignored me. I can't say it though, because we ain't supposed to say nothing against the parent or Big Mama. My Big Mama ridiculed me and talked about how dumb I was, and she ain't say that to no other kid. So from here on out, ain't nobody gonna be able to tell me nothing. So we're fighting, but we're fighting from the 5-year-old child. That's men and women.
Right.
You go out in society There are cultural things in which we sense my value. Society has told us who we think is the most valuable. And that's why we as African Americans have always had a strong religious understanding, because we understand that the Lord is the great equalizer, and he's the one who will fight your battles. That is biblical, and you have to stand on that when you look at where we are in the world. But there's a lot of insignificance fighting. I don't feel significant in this world. So where is the place that I fight for significance? I'm going to fight for it at home. I'm going to fight for it with my brother and my sister, because the fight toward any other community, the fight at work, may land me in jail or worse. So it's safer to take the fight out at home, from the man's perspective and from the woman's perspective. That's why I believe you're seeing so many men who are willing to unalive their African American partners, because this mess will be dealt with quick, fast, and in a hurry if he did that to any member of any other community.
Right.
For whatever reason, and Stan, this opens up another thing. I am dismayed when I see how African American men are so angry toward African American women, and to the degree where I'm willing
Wait a
to
minute, explain that. Explain that.
the
I
fact
mean, when you say mad at African American women, what are you seeing? I don't see it.
I
What are you
do.
seeing?
I do.
I mean,
I
you're
see it.
female. I'm not discrediting what you're saying, but explain to me.
I'll explain it to you in 3 words. Red pill community. Hate the the hatred of an African American woman, telling us about how we're always talking, telling us about why some African American women ain't gonna never get a man, and don't get me on my soapbox here. Who else? What other community is doing that? If the African American male, we can't have it both ways. That's why I've said we're breaking all kinds of rules. If you're going to criticize her for being a baby mama 2, 3, 4 times over, sweetheart, king, I want to ask you, sir, she didn't lay down and stick her finger and get herself pregnant. She had to do that with you. So if you're going to sit there and charge her for being the one for messing up the community and not raising our young men and young women right, I'm going to turn back over here to you, King. She didn't have the baby on her own. And maybe if you would have prayed, maybe if you would have had a conversation with her and tried to work with her and say, I want to be in my children's life. What do we do to make this happen now? Now, let me come on, bring the balance in. I've seen some women who make me want to wring their neck and play the game with a man, knowing you have his child, but you because of the feeling of insignificance, you can't, Keisha, how well, you can't disprove it. You disprove it then, because you feel insignificant. You're going to take this stand. I got control, and it's wanting control. It's feeling out of control. It's feeling insignificant. So I'm going to try to control everything. And I'm going to hold this over your head. I ain't thinking about the child's best interest. And it's gotten our community messed up. The fact that we think that, and like I said, if you're going to talk to the woman, you're going to have to talk to the man too.
Right.
She ain't laying down with herself. Bruh, so why are you so mad with her? Why don't you take that same energy and go talk to the young men in the community and say, man, listen, I know you may feel like you don't want to settle down with one woman, but can you please protect yourself in the meantime instead of producing orphans? Because you can't beat it at 6 children at one time. You can't give them the attention that they need at different stages. That's stress. We got a lot of stress in our communities, and she carrying 4, 5, 6 children and having to do it by herself. That's stress for 2 people. Can you imagine one? So we gotta have some real. I'm not giving her a pass. But I'm saying if you're gonna deal with one hand of the corn, you're gonna dog her out. Your body count is too high. So it makes you look like, it makes you less valuable. The more children you have. Cam Newton well, first of all, Cam messed up because Cam
That's who
went
started. That's who
to,
started this.
first of all,
That's who started.
you done went to Auburn. So that's a non-factor in it. That's a non-factor. I'm kidding, but not really.
No, you ain't.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Tell the truth.
Exactly. But you gonna tell somebody that they're less attractive, sir? I can't hardly even take him serious when I look at him sometimes, right? But I respect you because you got a platform. But how the world you look at somebody and say that make you less attractive and a man don't want you? But you're the one who's causing her, who's helping to create that with her. So it's insanity, man. What I see in our community, and instead
Peace.
of us,
I might be a little off
mm-hmm,
by a few percentages.
mm-hmm.
80%. Now, 100% of the kids that are born today are fathered by 60% of the men.
Say that one
No,
more time.
it's lower. It's lower. 100% of the children that's born today have been fathered by like 50% of the men. Think about it now. Think about it. If you're married, that might be different. If you're married, that might be different. But think about it.
100% of the children fathered by 50% of the men.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but again,
Everybody got the same daddies.
everybody got the
That's what I'm
same
saying.
daddy. But Stan, I just appreciate you being willing to listen to me, because for the life of me, to take this narrative around is, what do you call it? You are projecting, sir, when you are not dealing with the fact that she can't do this by herself, number one. And number two, if you want to be a leader and accept the fact and accept the responsibility that you positionally are positioned as the head. Now there are some guys, I'm not talking about you, Stan, but there's some men who want to be the head when it comes to you do what I say do. But also being the head is also standing in your rightful place in the community and saying, brothers, we partly responsible for this. Let's see how we can go and take back our community and take responsibility and stop laying with every woman and stop fathering these children who are coming up angry that they don't know their father, or coming up angry that they're growing up imbalanced with a woman. And then some of it is producing femininity in our men, because that man is taking
I
on,
almost got in trouble.
he's taking on the characteristics.
We got these sassy little boys. They sassy these days, but I tell you, some of them sassy. I can't say what I want to say. They sassy though.
But Stan, how can they not be when you're growing up and all you see is emotion from a woman?
Oh my God!
You don't have the
Ain't no
balance.
estrogen.
Yes, that's it. High on it, and I'm not. Listen. I'm not. Please. I see all of it because I grew up with a single mother who had to raise a daughter and two sons. My brothers are not sassy. They're not. So it can be done.
Right?
I'm not knocking any woman who's dealing with it. It can be done. But I'm saying that, and then, some of these women use these boys as weapons. That little boy is not, he's not your boyfriend. He's not your man. He, you need, even if you don't have a man, be in the position. Huh?
Nicole, why you looking at me like that?
Yeah, I'm just listening.
Oh,
I thought you had got quiet.
Oh, I ain't sleeping. Okay.
See what you were saying.
But yeah, I will be quiet and keep like. I need to be quiet because I might be. But like I said, if we're gonna, I'm a fair person. I believe in, if I'm gonna take my responsibility, it really Man, it really disturbs me to see how we attack one another and other people stand back and look.
Right.
I don't see any other community doing that.
Mhm.
Not a one.
Are we too far gone to save it?
Stan, I'm always going to believe in the mercy of God, but my concern is how do we turn this ship around? I can't answer that because I can't play God. But my question to you is how, and I need to be asking God this, how do we turn it around at this point?
Mhm.
If we're having a discuss, if we're more concerned this week, the conversation this week, I entered into the conversation because I'm 54, and if I have good sense about myself, I'm gonna get on social media and I'm gonna put it out. I'm gonna balance all the foolery that's out there. If we have more interest in bonnets and do rags and protecting our right to wear
Oh my
bonnets and
God.
do,
Right.
We got a serious problem.
if we have more interest in saying, girl, get on up there and girl, you can do what you want to do. You can wear what you want to wear. Girl, you can, ain't nothing wrong with her doing that. They got all over me because if I'm so let me finish that thought. If that's more important than what we see, than $4 gas prices, than the fact that we are headed someplace in this in this country and in this world where AI is going to be replacing our jobs, and you're going to
Mhm.
learn how to do that real quick,
Oh
fast,
my
and
God,
slow.
it's coming.
And if we can't, there's no conversation from some of us on there. Our young people, I don't hear no conversation or thought about that.
No.
Maybe some,
Some, yeah, very
maybe
few.
some. But if you talk do rags and this, we're gonna fight for that. If you get on there and talk about any entertainer, we're gonna
Voting.
fight for
Let's talk
that.
about voting.
But voting, crickets, what is that? I don't care. And we don't even have to mention that. Just look at the stats. Every election.
We polling at 20, less than at most times less than 22%.
And people have stood back and watched. And I got a prediction for you. You want to know when the concern is going to come?
What's that?
When some of these free benefits are going to be yanked. That's when you're going to hear outcry.
Oh, they mess with Snap right now.
But it but
Social
the
Security, they about to mess with that.
but the approach has been genius. We ain't gonna do it all at one time. We're gonna just we're gonna do all this other stuff, and you'll erroneously think, well, it ain't affecting me. I'm good. So it's little by little. The theory is that if you were to put a frog in boiling water, and if he knew that it was really hot, he's gonna jump right out. No, you don't get him like that. You just slowly take it up. You slowly take that temperature up, and he becomes so comfortable and adjusts to the degree to where it gets really, really high. He can't freaking move. It's so if you're not, we're telling you, but if you're still saying don't matter, I don't care about that. Oh, that stadium that like they talked about today, that stadium is packed out for Chris Brown and Usher. These guys are billionaires.
80,000, over
80,000
80,000
people.
fans in 2 days.
They will not go and they will not, we will get things here like the Stallions. No, people don't care about that. I don't want to support that. That's not anything. But I want to be entertained. I want to feel good. I want to look good and I want to feel good. I want to look good and I want to feel good because we are an emotional people. We
You
are an
know,
emotional people and we lead with emotion.
but you know what?
Every time.
I'm gonna go back to Tuskegee. I was at Tuskegee in '87.
Hmm.
I see it like this.
Hmm.
We didn't do it on the normal. Every now and then though, that clock hit you. You got up when you went to class. You might have had some pajamas on, but
Hmm.
that wasn't a norm.
Hmm.
It wasn't a norm, and I'm pretty sure it happened. I went to A&M. They were doing it up there too.
Hmm.
But I'm gonna say this: all the backlash we get from folks talking about Tuskegee.
Hmm.
Tuskegee not gonna put out another statement. It's gonna work itself out
Mhm.
because it costs $26,000 a year
Hmm.
to go to Tuskegee.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it costs.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just room and board. That ain't the extras.
Mm-hmm.
They can be over $30-something. So you gonna jeopardize your damn your college. And Tuskegee's an Ivy League black school. It is. And you gonna jeopardize your damn education by the damn bonnet and pajamas going to school. You can't wear that bonnet to work when you leave Tuskegee and you get your job. You can't wear a bonnet and pajamas to work.
Yeah, but do you
show you how to be professional?
basically?
But we they bucking back on the system.
No, let's call it what it is. They're not bucking back on the system. They're bucking back against black folks,
Right?
black people, and the fellow
making the rule.
And black elders. Somebody said, "Oh, well, there's a Republican." It don't matter. It's a black institution in theory. The issue, again, what I see with my community is we're going to buck against each other. We're going to fight each other. We're going to disrespect each other because the penalty we believe is low for that.
Right.
But I'm not going to go out and show my behind. Like, I wonder what you think will happen if some of these guys who's so mad with these sisters, and they to the degree where I see so many stories about women being unalived by their partners because guys are just, they don't have the emotional intelligence to walk away. They don't have the emotional intelligence. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't want you, and you're not gonna get over. Ain't nobody else going to. Instead of going and sitting down and living to see another day, you cut your whole generation short. You mess up your family, her family, your future. You cut your whole life short over some emotional one moment mess. Thank God for grace and mercy on my life, because it could be any of us. Thank God for the right minds.
So you went through that kind of situation?
No.
Oh.
I'm saying that when you break up with someone,
it's emotional as hell.
It's emotional, and
oh my God,
that is the most dangerous time for a woman.
I just went through a divorce, and it's crazy.
Yeah, and the woman has to think through whether that man is emotionally stable. Now, you're a man. I don't know if y'all talk about that, but listen, I mean, I had grandma who would tell me, during divorce, no, ma'am, you don't stay in the house, and no, ma'am, you don't talk. You just ease. This is what grandma would say: you ease your hand out of the bear's mouth.
I was in the house for a whole year. I ain't get out. I ain't do nothing.
Yeah.
For a whole year.
No. Do you know what?
About 3 years ago.
Do you know what I'm saying? No, Stan.
Yeah, I do. Yes, I do.
What I'm saying, she was saying, just see the problem that I see. It again, the foundation. You don't have these grandmas there who telling these ladies, sweetheart, you ain't got to do all that talking back to him. Sweetheart, you ain't got to do that. Just leave quietly. Just handle your business. And again, the disrespect has grown, okay, in certain communities, and the women use this mouth as a weapon, and in some cases it's costly.
Yeah.
Well, you're disrespecting him. That man has a high need for respect. So everybody don't have that walk away power. Some do, but if you're dealing with somebody who's high in that, food don't have that walk away power. So just know what I'm saying is, woman, keep your mouth shut and handle your bit. Just go on, and don't get on social media embarrassing him, trying to get you some views and likes. Don't do what Man did the other day.
Right. And guess what, Keith? You see what time it is, Keith? It's 10:02. Guess what's happening at 10:02 right now?
What?
Chris Brown got another woman on stage.
He's
in a different city.
He's at another concert.
Yeah.
They're right now to the end of the year. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they're going hard every weekend.
He just,
Chris
God.
Brown, hey, Birmingham forgotten about. We got two. We got some more contestants tomorrow morning. We gonna see them.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Birmingham girls now.
Right. Stan and Nicole, let me tell you something. I worry about his soul that you're traveling around, and I looked at a picture of him and Usher They went to now they again great guys. They went and visited Noor. They visited a shaved ice place. I don't even know the name of it right now. But I looked at their eyes, man. Both of them, their eyes look just as
Red.
well
Oh,
empty.
That,
empty.
that,
Yeah, that's empty.
Their
They're not
soul.
in peace with themselves.
You cannot. You tired. They
Yeah.
got you running. Chris Brown was just here back in October. How
yeah.
in the world can you or what? Not October. He was here last year. How can you establish a good relationship? You're running and you're performing in front of 80 million. And you know this capitalistic society, man, is a dog. There's somebody.
Yes,
He's
sir.
doing all that. He's doing all that running, all that performing. I pray to God that he has sense enough to have something in place to keep some of that for him and his children because the way it's set up, man, is you do all that running, you run yourself down. At some point, can you imagine there's a point where God helps you and that you're able to supernaturally do that? But who runs around performing like that high performance day in and day out and
We're
day
gonna
in?
see you can run it.
Yes. Yeah,
Hey,
who does that at that level? It's always R. Kelly did that, and if
yeah.
they don't know how to rest, if they don't have somebody, what I'm trying to say is the machine will run your tail right in a wall, and they won't care, and then they'll go and pick somebody else.
But you
Mm-mm-mm.
know what? I
Right.
think with Chris
Exactly.
Brown, Chris Brown is on another level of earnings. He's not cheap. You know, he make good money. So
Yeah,
he might be able to do it, but he gotta fall and crash. He gotta crash at one point in time.
he got
Can't
to.
nobody do it. Can't nobody do it forever.
Oh.
Listen, we thought Puffy was all of that in a bag of chips.
Hmm.
That's why I'm
Take that,
telling.
take that.
Take that. That's why I'm telling these guys. That's what I'm just saying, man. We have to be prayerful for these guys.
Right.
It's just like it's almost like a setup.
Right.
Back in the day, man, they used to be so attractive to be an entertainer. Man, when I hear, was it
The
Ashley Judd?
stories.
When I hear the stories, I'm like, who wants it? Ashley Judd, Caucasian, the part of the Judd
Yeah.
system. She talked about how people mistreated her and handled her body while she was building a modeling career. She's a
He
superstar.
say that's why James Brown was still performing at age 60.
80.
He said 80. Oh, okay, 80, yeah. 80.
Gladys Knight was Gladys and
Patti
it's
LaBelle.
Patti LaBelle. They still perform. They're not the ones who get the bulk of that money, y'all. They just don't. And like I said, Chris Brown is doing that. He doesn't have a worry about money right now.
No.
But I'm saying I pray to God. That's why I look at him and I think, God, you got children, but you don't have nothing to come home to. I looked at a picture. I'm gonna send it to you, Stan. I
Yes,
looked at
Rihanna.
it's
Rihanna broke him.
yeah, she did. But I looked at his eyes, man. His eyes look empty. Usher's eyes look empty. But think about it. You performing at that high level night after night, city after city,
Extreme energy.
extreme. That you're not even. How do you come down off of that? He probably has said, how do you come down? How do you live and balance that?
And
So
then quote unquote,
yeah,
allegedly,
yeah.
he had to have his cocaine.
He what?
Had to have his cocaine.
Well, what I'm trying to say to you, Stanley, is how do you do that in a natural state? How the
You
body
can't.
the
You can't.
body is not created for that.
Nope.
The body is not created for that.
No.
I looked at that picture when he was visiting Noor in Hoover. His eyes just looked. He just looked like he wasn't there. And I said, Lord, you got all this fame, but he sometimes don't even know if
They are robots at this point.
he looked like a clone. They look like clones. Why did you look like that?
I just reading it say it caused Michael Jackson to have insomnia. Huh.
They didn't even look. They don't even look. I tell you another star who kept doing movies, kept doing stuff, and would not sit down until he got ill, and that was Jamie Foxx.
Oh,
You
yeah.
every
He
time
damn near died.
that's what I'm trying to tell you. Movie that. He wouldn't sit down. He wouldn't stop. Will Smith crashed out. Will Smith crashed out by hitting
I'm finna hit close to home on this one.
And Chris.
I'm finna hit real close to home. Our friend Chris Coleman. That's our friend. He could not sit down. Everybody was telling him, take a break, take a break.
Wait, are you telling secrets?
No, he put it out there himself.
He did?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't violate our friendship like that.
Okay.
But he is obsessed with making sure everything is right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it caught up.
Yeah.
That's why he's taking breaks now.
Yeah.
He's taking breaks now.
Yeah.
And I called him and tell him, I said, because somebody gonna call him. But one thing I ain't gonna do is lie on my friend.
Yeah.
But that's something he came out and told the think tank. You know,
Yeah.
He's pushing himself.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know, he said it. The real tankers saw it in his eyes. We saw it. SW tell you, we saw it.
What, the fact that he was tired?
He was tired. Chris was tired. He was trying to do it. I ain't got no problem with it because you know what? I look at it like this. On my street right now, let me see, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. Maybe 4 men on my street. All of them, the rest of them dead from working themselves to death.
My goodness.
Dead working themselves to death.
My goodness.
And these older men. So
yeah.
I'm looking at it like, you know,
my goodness.
we work ourselves to damn death. And we got all this accumulated when we pass. We can't do a damn thing with it because we dead.
I'll say that.
You know?
And just living back. I have a friend now. You all don't know who she is. I used to see her sometimes. I used to be like, man, full-time job, not one, but 2 businesses. You after work, you run into this business, taking care of customers. The weekend, you taking care of customers. I used to think, man, when does this person rest?
Yeah.
Wait.
We can't make it all.
Life will sit you down. She's resting. She's resting now because she had some physical things happen. And I used to say, okay, because I used to be thinking, how's she doing all that? I said, well, Lord, but I hit my stride with it too, because I was for all these years and I don't talk about it as much now, but I've been working since I've been 15, and in about the year I am 54 now. So it would have been in 2020. So it was late 40s that I really kind of just hit a wall in terms of.
That's when I hit the wall around about 45. And I'm driving semis, working 8 hours, 9 hours a week. Money was damn good. Damn, I'm talking about.
Talk about it.
$11,000 a week.
Talk about it. Yeah.
And all of a sudden I couldn't see no more driving. I was driving the semi.
Yeah.
And I had to make a call for somebody to come get me from the side of the road because I didn't want to hurt myself or kill nobody else in the semi. Come to find out, I had high blood pressure. And I'm sitting there like, high blood pressure. I'm talking about, it took my sight. But Keisha, we're going to wrap this up tonight.
Yes.
Like the cold over there, I heard a snoring a couple of times over there.
No, you did not.
Ring the alarm.
Well, close my eyes for a second. But
Oh, you close your eyes? I know.
She's probably sleepy.
no, I'm thinking.
Hey, Keisha, I heard she said.
No, did you hear that, Keisha?
We're gonna shut this down. We're gonna let her go into the house.
See y'all.
This is nice informative live we did tonight. And we're gonna do some more.
Okay, that sounds good. I'll see you later. Okay.
Love you, Keisha.
Right, yeah.
Love y'all. Bye bye.
Love you, Nicole.
See you later. Good night, y'all.
Good night.